What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Brandy and you're watching the Glam Belle, and today I have a special guest with me. You guys know her, you've seen her in my videos before. This is my daughter,
Shailen.
Under the circumstances, it's not that exciting that she's here, but we'll get into it. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there. Make sure to hit the bell so that you are notified when I upload videos here on YouTube. And
without further ado, let's jump right into this video.
Usually when I have my daughter on my channel, it's because we're doing something fun. We're doing a fun video together, and we are going to do plenty more fun videos together. And shameless plug, I do want to mention before we even get started, she didn't know I was going to do this, but she actually does have her own YouTube channel now. She's had it for a little while, but she's really just getting started, so she didn't want me to announce it, but it is time. I feel like it's time to build up those subscribers and to get her YouTube started off on the right foot. So I do want to let you guys know, I'm going to have it linked in the description box. You guys can go check her out, make sure to subscribe and all of that. But that is not why we are here today. Today we are here to talk about Diva Curl. I know it's kind of getting like sickening hearing about Diva Curl right now, but this is super important, you guys. I would not be talking about this again on my channel if it wasn't something that was super important to bring awareness to. If you haven't seen my first video, I posted a video like 2 or 3 weeks ago talking about why I have discontinued use of all of these products. This was my collection of Diva Curl products. It's ridiculous. I completely understand, but this just goes to show you how obsessed I was with this brand, with their products. I will no longer be using any of them. If you haven't seen that video, I will link that in the description box. I'll leave it here in a little card in this video. Since I went public with my video, there has been a lot of other influencers that have been coming forward, speaking out, and I am so happy that this is happening, because I was already scared to post the first video because this is a big brand, you guys. Like it's scary to go toe-to-toe with a big brand like Diva Curl. We are just telling our truths. We are telling our stories. I just feel like it's super important to bring awareness to this issue, especially as an influencer. So India Batson has come forward and spoken on this. Aisha Malik, oh my goodness, her video is heartbreaking. Felicia from Instagram, hi Felicia, she has talked about this. Lizette just talked about this. I mean, there's a lot of big curly hair influencers that are now speaking out. Bianca Renee from Bianca Renee Today has spoken out now. And some have made videos, some have spoken out on Instagram, so you'll just kind of have to check. You can obviously Google Diva Curl hair loss, Diva Curl scandal. You will come up with a million things. The reason that I am here again talking about this is because I never really went into detail of what kind of happened that made that switch for me, that was like, absolutely not, I cannot use Diva Curl anymore and I have to let my followers know. And it was me piecing together the puzzle of my own hair loss journey, as well as other people that I know that have been affected. And one of those people that has been affected, I did not mention this in my first video, was my daughter Shailen. It's one thing for something to affect me, but obviously as a mom, when it affects your kids, it takes it to a whole nother level. Backtracking a little bit, when I first started to figure out like what was going on with all this Diva Curl debacle, a light bulb moment happened, and it took me back to my own daughter having major hair loss. And the reason I brought her on here is because I want her to share with you guys what happened and how we kind of figured out that it was Diva Curl products. November of 2018 is when we did the Diva Curl transformation.
Yeah, so we did the Diva Curl transformation, and after that, one of her subscribers, who's so sweet, ended up sending me a Diva Curl conditioner. I don't remember what it was called, but she ended up sending that to me, and it was so sweet, and I ended up using it because I love the smell of their products. So I was like, okay, awesome, my hair will smell great. So I started using it, and it worked pretty well. But then I realized, looking back now, I realized as soon as I had started using it, I started losing hair, and it was like chunks and chunks of hair, and I have never had any problems like that. Like, I've never lost any hair.
Never.
So when that started happening, I didn't think much of it at first, because I was like, oh, it's probably a normal thing. Everybody loses a little bit, until I realized, like, oh, I'm actually losing a lot.
Yeah.
And then I ended up going to her, and I told her, like, I don't know what the deal is, but I'm losing a lot of hair. And then I ended up, like, showing her one night or something. I was like, this is how much I just lost taking my shower and then brushing my hair and everything. And she was like, oh, that's a lot. That's not normal.
Yeah.
And so then I didn't know where it was coming from. So we ended up going, and I got my blood tested and everything to see what it was stemming from. And they just said it was nothing that they could figure out. It was probably just stress. And I was like, okay, I get it. I'm a teenager. I might be stressed, school or whatever. I didn't feel that stressed at the time, though. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm just more stressed than I actually think I am. And I kind of just brushed it off. And then as soon as I stopped, I only used that one bottle.
Yeah.
And then after I stopped using it, it just like faded away. I had no more problems, and I haven't had any hair loss problems since then.
Again, at the time, we never pieced together the puzzle. We never thought, that it could be the products at all. I wanted her to tell her story because I know with my personal story, it's very difficult because I do have polycystic ovarian syndrome, and with PCOS, hair loss is a symptom. So it's difficult to say whether all of my hair loss was from PCOS or if Diva Curl was exacerbating it. Looking back, I am convinced that Diva Curl was definitely making my hair loss worse. I did that Diva Curl transformation video on her. She started using Diva Curl exclusively for that one bottle. She used a full bottle and was losing hair by the chunks. And thankfully, the reason she stopped is because she was having dandruff and her scalp was super itchy and all of this. So we ended up switching her to, I think we were doing like a dandruff type of shampoo. And you started using the Briogeo to help with her scalp issues, which could have been coming from the Diva Curl product too. And we just didn't know. All of the issues went away. Her hair loss completely stopped. But yes, we had to go to the doctor. And then the doctor had to send her off for blood work. It was the first time that she had ever had to have blood work done. It's not fun, obviously, especially as a parent having to, go through this and figure out what's wrong with my child. Like having PCOS, I thought, is there something medically wrong that, might be causing this? The light bulb moment did not go off until all of this started coming out and I had more people reaching out. And then I was like, oh my goodness. The time that you were losing hair, the time you had to go to the doctor, all of that is when you were using that conditioner exclusively. That was definitely like the turning point for me to say, absolutely not. There's gotta be something going on. I just had a very, very good friend of mine reach out today with her own story. She had reached out to me today and was like, oh my goodness, I heard about all of the issues that's going on with Diva Curl, and I was never able to use them because when I did, I would lose hair in chunks and then I would have burns on my scalp and my scalp would be super itchy. So I had to discontinue use, and I thought it just must be me. I must be sensitive to something in the product. And now all of this comes out. This is a very, very good friend of mine. This is nothing to play around with. Absolutely nothing to play around with. I really just wanted to come on today so that you guys could hear from her, from someone that has had issues and she doesn't have any medical issues that would be causing her to lose hair. What else do we want to say?
She's going to be making a video soon on what products you can start replacing the Diva Curl products with, if that's what you use the most or if that's the only thing you use, because she said she's gotten a lot of people that have already asked her what to use instead of it, because this was everybody's like holy grail of curly hair products. So be expecting that video soon. I'll
definitely be sharing a lot more about what I recommend in place of these products and all of that. There is a class action lawsuit in place. I'll leave that in the description box. You can Google all this and find out all of this stuff for yourself so that you understand this is not just coming from me. The Curl Ninja is the one that kind of got this ball rolling. She was just actually on the news being covered about all of this stuff going on. Diva Curl are just basically saying to everyone that they've done investigations and all their products are proven to be safe, and that's it. But there are now like 25,000 people in a group on Facebook now that have had issues, are trying to figure out what's going on, have had hair loss and all of this. The stories are heartbreaking. This is a big deal. I want you guys to do your own research, but I also wanted you guys to hear from my own daughter who actually had issues to understand that this is real. This is a real thing. This is not just hype. This is not just jumping on a bandwagon. This is not just one person stirring the pot and then all of a sudden everyone else is joining in. This is actually happening to people, has happened to people, and people have had to literally cut off all of their hair, shave their head, and start fresh because their hair has been so damaged. I do want to do a giveaway in this video because the Curl Ninja, Stephanie Marrow, she was nice enough to send me a few of her books, Cracking the Curl Code. She was the first one to really come forward about her story. We connected when I did my video, and she's so sweet, and I'm just so happy that the word is finally getting out and that she is not alone now in sharing her story about all of this. I'm gonna give away 2 of these books. She is a curl expert. She works on curly hair every single day of her life. Her and her husband, Stephanie and Dennis Marrow, are the ones that are the authors of this. If you are interested in winning one of these, go ahead and like this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment letting me know why you would like to receive one of these books. That is it for this video. I'm sorry that it was like kind of a Debbie Downer video, but I just want you guys to be aware. As a mom, seeing my daughter lose chunks of hair was scary, and I don't want that to happen to anybody else. I'm sure there's going to be more and more that you're going to hear, and hopefully Diva Curl will eventually come clean and let us know what's been going on. Make sure to go check out her YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to her
And to her.
and to me if you're not already. And yeah, that is it for this video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.